What is up, everyone, and welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate discussion video. I know it's been a while, but in today's video we are going to finally talk about the buffs that Byleth received in the 11.0.0 Smash Ultimate patch. If you guys are excited for this, I know I took a 2-week break, but I'm going to be starting to get all the content coming in these next few weeks, talking about all the new Smash stuff, where I think Pyra and Mythra are on the tier list. And if you guys want, I was thinking about creating a full 11.0.0 tier list of all the characters. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. We just hit 350 subscribers and now we are heading for 400. So without further ado, let's get right into what these buffs are. So first off, Byleth was one of the characters that I talked about in my other video about receiving some of the most buffs in this patch. So the first buff that Byleth got was her down smash. Her down smash is a 2-hit move. It hits in front and behind, and as you can see just by looking at it, you would assume that it is really strong. It's a shield breaker and does a lot of damage, can kill very early, and the buff was that they extended its launch distance, which basically means it's going to kill earlier. It's going to go farther, it's going to kill off the side sooner, it's going to kill off the top sooner. As you can see, 37%. I think before, during the patch, it could kill at around like fully charged on Ken. Right now, it's going to probably definitely kill on the ledge at fully charged. Even on center stage, it can be used as an option. So look at that, just at 50% fully charged. Without charge, it's still going to send you almost really high in the blast zone. Almost at 60%, almost getting that kill. Look how high you can go. And plus, down smash is a great shield pressure move because it just breaks shields very easily. But this is a really good buff in general, just because with that extended launch distance, that just means that going for it obviously is very risky, right? It is a very laggy move, so if you miss it, you're probably going to get punished. As you can see, there is a little bit of in lag afterwards until you can actually shield, but with the extended launch distance, that just means that you're going to get a lot more reward for going for it and actually landing it. Next up is her down air. And her down air is actually, I would say, one of her biggest buffs. Her down air is similar to her down smash, where she uses the sword-like thing that she has and it's a very strong attack. Obviously, has a little bit of lag, as you can see. Takes a while for me to shield at the end there, but it also hits very strong. As you can see here, 22% has a spike if you hit it correctly, and can kill pretty early. As you can see like that, it can kill off the side depending on where you land it. But the overall buff to this move was they extended the launch distance, but the bigger buff, I would say, is that they increased its power against shields. So this is what they did not do for the down smash attack, and I think this is going to be even more useful for her down air, is that down air was already a shield break move. Them increasing the power on shields and increasing the launch distance means that down air is going to be a new reliable option that you can go for, especially when you're pressuring opponents. When you're hitting your aerials like that, your back airs, your up airs, your tilts, when you get your opponent in shield, you can now go for down air and get rewarded with either a shield break or a shield poke that is going to send the opponent very far compared to the previous patch, which means that Byleth can now go for down air. Was already really good just as a pressure option, a burst option, just randomly throw out down airs like this. But look at that, I can kill with my down air at 91% on stage on a neutral weight character. So down air overall, very good buffs for down air. You can now use down air. You're probably going to be getting even more shield breaks than you were before. Her next buff was to her side special, side B. Obviously there are two variations. You have the short variation and you have the long variation. I always thought side B or side special was a very good move. Has a lot of anti-air potential. You can use it to combo. Obviously, you probably see a lot of jokers do this on the ledge. It covers ledge, and you can usually catch your opponents off guard with it, and you can do it a lot until you reach the ledge guard limit, as that is. So side B was also always really good, and the buffs it received was that it increased the opponent's downtime when shielding from the tip, which just means that your opponent, when they shield this move, there'll be more in lag, so it won't be as easily punished, and they reduce the vulnerability when the move is in the air. So they made the move safer in the air, which means you'll be able to react a lot faster after you use it in the air, and you'll also be able to possibly extend more off stage, especially if you go off stage. Now you can extend, you can go for down air, stuff like that if you whiff, and you'll be able to recover easily. So this move, just getting buffs in general, wasn't always the best move, but like I said, you can use it a lot. You can use it to catch opponents off guard when they air dodge, because it does cover a lot of stage, as you can see, especially with the long version. There is a weak hit and a strong hit. As you can see, I'm getting the weak hit a lot here, but when you do get that strong hit, it is really good. And you can also, depending on where you use it, at very, very high percents, you can also use it as a kill. So getting this off stage like that is really good. The next buff she received was to her up special, and I would say this is probably her most significant buff. So her up special is this grab move, and it is her out of shield option. When you're in shield, you're gonna up B. There are multiple combos that you can do out of up B. For example, that's probably the bread and butter basic combo, is just up special into side B. Another thing that is the buff that it received was that they made the launch distance when stepping on opponent when high accumulated damage, which basically what that means is that after a certain threshold, your opponent will no longer just do a little bounce. Instead, your opponent will go under you and you'll step on them and it'll bounce off the stage like that. They increase the launch distance, which means that your opponent will be higher up. What you may see a lot of good Byleths doing is something like that, where they down air. So at very, very high percents, you can actually end up with this new buff. You can combo off of that extended launch distance like that. As you can see, the opponent is very close to me after I use the move, and you can do something to combo off of that. But the big buff is that they increased the actual attack speed of the move, which means the move comes out earlier overall, which means that you can already use this move, which means your recovery is faster. You can snap to ledge faster. You can throw this out in neutral and get punished less because you're just going to be throwing it out. And a big thing is that it made up throw, up air a true combo. As you can see on the combo, it's true, which means with DI, and I think this is true with either forward DI or backwards DI. I'm not sure if it works for the different directions. I haven't tested all the DI, but that just means that you have another combo option, which means you now have a new bread and butter, which is going to be up throw, up B, side B. 43% just off a true bread and butter combo for most characters, especially going to work well on midweight characters like that. Just easy free damage. You might see I see sometimes people go for like down airs and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. Those aren't true combos, obviously, at higher percents. There's different things that you can do. But yeah, these are the basic buffs that Byleth received in this latest patch. Obviously, out of the 4 buffs, I would rank up special as the biggest buff, because up special was already a very good move. Now you'll be able to grab opponents faster off stage. You'll be able to spike them. Her spike is very good. You can now combo off of it and accumulate damage faster with up special. I would say down air is probably her next best buff, because now you'll be able to break shields easier and you'll be able to kill with it more often, which is always good. Down air down smash and side special, I would say, are the next best. Side special, just getting an overall reduced vulnerability and more shield lag is always good, and down smash getting stronger in general is never bad. You always want your moves to be a little bit stronger, especially since it's not a combo move, so you're not losing anything in the process. But Byleth mains, what do you think about these buffs? Obviously, she still is a pretty slow character. You're going to have a hard time dealing with rushdown characters, but that up B buff might help you a little bit against those types of characters. But what do you guys think in the comment? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think these buffs are significant? What character do you guys want to see in the next buffs or nerfs series video? And with that all out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.